Yes, hello everyone. I want to welcome you to my e-learning channel. My name is Latif Salim Walo. Call me Uncle Tiff, the ICT guy. I'm a teacher of ICT and I'm attached to Peace Schools. Okay. I want to thank you guys who are following me up across all my social media handles. That's Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, and YouTube. That please continue subscribing and sharing these videos, because the only way we can support each other is by sharing and subscribing to these tutorials. Okay. Yes. Today I want us to share about how you can create websites using MS Publisher. Of course, there are so many software programs that one can use to create these websites, but our focus for today shall be about how you can create these websites using MS Publisher. Okay. Now, when someone talks about a website is basically a collection of several web pages hyperlinked together or linked together, and that means that to make our session successful for today, I've tried to include a sample question that we shall be following in order to pick these easy steps for us on how we can make our website created. So you can see the question is there on the screen. They are telling us that the school computer club wishes to create a website to tell the world who they are and what they do. Then you're supposed to use a website designing software of your choice to create a 3 web page site for the club. That means that our website is going to have 3 pages. And our first page, or the home page, should include bullet 1, a page title, and that page title should be copied to the rest of the pages. We should also add a brief background of the club, contact address, and then a logo for the club. Then indicate a marquee of the club slogan, together against digital illiteracy, behavior alternate left and right. So basically that is the information that we should include on page 1, or the home page. Then page 2, on page 2 we should include a 4-column table to show at least 5 club members, their names, class, responsibility, and hobby. Then lastly, on page 3, we should design an active form where interested members can fill in. So they will be able to fill their names. They will also be able to, and we shall have an option box for gender. We should also include a list box where members can choose the date of birth, text area where an applicant can fill at least 1 hobby. Then active, we should also insert active links on all the pages using less graphics and then background color, being able to save our website as computer club, and then lastly being able to print all the pages. Okay, so basically that is what we are going to handle in this session. Hope we are good to go, members. All right, now let's go and let's go and create. We get started or creating or opening our program. Of course, we shall go and access publisher, but with this publisher we shall basically deal with 2007, because it is the one with the website templates. You can see on the screen I have publisher 2016 and then 7, but I've not chosen 16 because 16 has nothing to do with the website templates or website design. So I'll basically choose publisher 2007. Click on this, it will open, and the moment it opens, this is what I've been talking about. We shall access websites, so click on websites. Then there are several designs here. We have new designs and then classic designs. Choose a design of your choice. So I can even go with the first one, not waste a lot of time. Then when you click on this, it will come and be previewed on your right corner of the screen. Then down here some options. You can see there are options down here. This option is here, so click here and then choose. You can either choose vertical and bottom or horizontal and bottom. Don't choose options with the word only, because once you choose this, it will be hard for you to move from one page to another while designing. So either choose vertical and bottom or horizontal and bottom. So let us choose horizontal and bottom. Then after doing that, I will come and then choose, click on Easy. There's this option here, Easy Web Wizard. Use Easy Web Wizard, yes. So click in here. Then after clicking in there, you can now come and click Create. So we are good to go. You can see that, and by default the home page comes automatically. So that means that we already have one page and we are left with how many pages? 3. So to add these other 2 pages, you can just click here. That's another page, and then this. That's also another page. So these are now 3 pages. And seeing these lines connecting to one page after the other, it is an indicator that now our pages are already linked. Okay, so we have the 3 pages. So after the 3 pages being linked or created, come and choose OK. Okay, so now we are good to go. You can see our pages are going to be in horizontal format, and down here these are the options for those pages. If I want to move from one page to another, for example page 2, it will go, page 3, it will be displayed. So basically that's why I've been telling you to choose either vertical and bottom or horizontal and bottom. Now since this has been displayed or created, next is to edit your pages. For example, this is page 1 or the home page. We shall come and then delete or cut what we don't want to be on our page. For example, we may not need, or you may not need all these designs here, so you can cut them. Just cut them. Cut what you don't need and only maintain or leave what you want. So I want this to be extended here. I also need this to somehow go down, maybe around that part. I'll also move this somewhere here, okay, such that I create space for creating a title page. Then I don't need this clip at there. The information in here is irrelevant to me, so I will delete it. I may not need this. Even this will be deleted or cut. I may not need this, so I'm going to cut this. Okay. Yes, so you can see our page is now clean, so you can now add what you want. Now for us to add a title page, or what others call a shared banner, you'll come and click on Insert, then Text Box. So you'll come and do a text box here. Then in the text box is where you're going to add a page title. So I shall say Kira View Secondary School. Kira View Secondary School Computer Club. Computer Club, yes. So after doing that, try to select that and then move to Word Art. Then you choose a design of your choice, such that you make your work neat. So I'll go with this. Okay, so for that case, what I will do is to go back and then delete the first text box that I created, such that I create space, I get space for my new nice looking page border. So I'll get this and then paste or place it where I want it to be placed along the page. Yes. So you can even reduce this. You can even reduce this. You know, creating a nice website is all about being creative. So you can do this and your work will now look nice. It will look nice. So we have already created our page border, and they told us to copy or to paste it across all our for example, you see a page title, and copy it to the rest of the pages. So that means that we should now paste our page title across all the pages. That is in page 2 and then page 3. So we shall move to page 2 and then cut also what is here. We don't need it, so we shall cut it. Shall cut everything in here and only maintain what we want. Hope members you're following. Yes, so we shall maintain this. Shall maintain what we only want. You see, I'll also try to move this line somewhere up here. Now for us to bring our page title here, I'll go to the first page and then paste this. I'll copy this, then move to page 2 and then paste it. I'll paste it. You see, it is now here. It is now there. Yes. Then move to page 3. Cut whichever is here. Shall cut whichever is here. Let us extend this such that we create some space for our page title. Go to page 2, get this page title, copy it, move to page 3 and then paste it. It is also there. It is also there. So issues to do with adding a page title to the rest of the pages is done. That's how you can add a page title. Then they're talking about a brief background of the club. Brief background of the club, and that should be on page 1 or the home page. So we shall move to page 1. So page 1 is home. Page 1 is home. We shall maintain the word home there. Shall maintain it to be there. Then we are going to use this placeholder or the text box to bear information about the school. So I'll click in there. We can say we want now to add a brief background about the school. Brief background about the school. So we can say that the computer club. You can say that the computer club is one of the most active clubs in school. Full stop. Okay, it's the one of the most active clubs in school, and indeed it is. We say the club was started. The club was started in 2016 with the following aims and objectives. Then I can go down here and then say aims. So you can say under aims, I can use even some bullets and say bullet. Maybe the aim of starting this was to help all learners in school ICT skills, with ICT skills, or with ICT knowledge, with ICT, you can say knowledge, with ICT knowledge, with ICT knowledge, and basic skills required, and basic skills required in the day-to-day computing world, computing world. Okay, that can be one of the aims. And then maybe objectives. I can also add some objectives here. Objectives. What were the objectives for us to start this? So you can say the objective was, you can also use a bullet, to use ICT, knowledge, to use ICT knowledge in integrating learning, integrating learning and teaching, aspects, across all the subjects, taught in school. You see, that can also be one of the aims. Yes, so we can you can try just to modify this. I can make this maybe this color. I can even bullet them. Even this, I can bold them, and then this color. Then you can even add or increase the font size. You can move to which size? Can it be 12? Okay, we can even maintain that size. Yes, we can maintain that size. Then that is our page 1. That is our page 1. So if we can revisit the question again, that is a brief background of the club. Then we should also include the contact address and a logo for the club. Contact address. Can say contact address. We can just come here. Can even copy this text box. I copy this and then paste it. Then for this, I'll just delete everything in here, and then we shall now add the contact address. So you can say contacts. Can say the first contact person is the head of department. You can say head of department, head of ICT department, or head of ICT department. You can use computer, since we are talking about computer here. Head of computer department. Then go down, we add his or her name. You can say +256 752 977 944. See? Hey, can do this. Yes, can do that. Contacts. Then we shall also try to change the color of this. shall also bold it. Can move it here, can move it there. The other contact is plus 256 782 977 944. So that one is also done. That one is also done. Then they are telling us to add a logo for the club. Add a logo for the club. For the logo, we already have a logo here, so I'll just move to insert since I already have the logo. Then picture from file. Where is our logo? Our logo is on a desktop, so I'll choose desktop. Choose desktop. Then on a desktop, it is under photos. Then we shall use this logo there. So it's all about resizing it, then placing it where we want it to be placed. See? So you can have this as our logo. So you can have that as our logo. So that one is done. That one is done. This is the home. You can edit this to be in capital letters, home. Then also this one is supposed to be home, but in capital. So that one is also done. Then make sure that if you've placed a logo on the first page, it should also be across all the other pages. So we should copy this and then paste it on page 2 and then 3. I'll paste it there, move to page 3 and paste it also to also go. Then all I will do is to resize and position it well. I'll position it well. Let it be there. Yes, let it be there. Then on page 2, we should also position this well. Should also position this well. I think that is okay. I believe this is fine. Yes. Then still on page 1, because we were looking at page 1, we want to say that everything on page 1 is done. Then they are telling us that indicate a marquee of the club's. Remember, we are still on page 1 or the home page. So they are telling us to indicate a marquee of the club's slogan, together against digital illiteracy. So how do you include a marquee? We shall move to insert, then move to HTML code fragment. HTML code fragment. Then shall say open tag marquee, and this was they told us to indicate a marquee of the club's slogan, together against digital literacy, behavior alternate left and right. So we shall say marquee behavior equals open quotes alternate close quotes tag. So we should now include in the slogan, which is together against digital illiteracy. Together against digital illiteracy. Then we shall now close marquee. Close marquee. we say okay. So our marquee is already here, but we want to test it whether it can run before you can position it in the right position. We can check for this by clicking on file and then trying to run a web page preview to see that whether our marquee can move in an alternate way before we can position it where they wanted us, or where we can position it. So let us try to cross check and see whether, yes, it is moving. You can see that, you can see this. Alright, so let us now try to position it where we want it to be. So where can we position it? Where can we position it? I think it will make a sense and our work will be good if we can position it along this yellow bar. This yellow bar here. Let us try to, let us position it here. Yes, let us position it in this yellow bar. I think we are good to go together against digital literacy. Then we shall retain. We can even copy this if we want it to be across all other pages. So we shall come and then paste it here. Move to page 3 and then also paste it there. You see? So that is that. So all we shall do is to, yes, I think we are good to go. This is page 3 and then this is page 2. You can just try to resize this very well. And even page 1, we shall return this yellow bar. I think we are good to go now. So members, that's how you can add a marquee and to, yes, that's how you can add a marquee. Then that, I think on page 1 or the home page, all is done. All is done on page 1. So we can, because they talked about adding a page title, background, a brief background of the club, contact address, we have done that. A logo has also been added, a marquee, it has also been effected. So let us move to page 2 and see what is needed on page 2. Page 2, they want us to add a 4-column table to show at least 5 club members, their names, class responsibility, and then hobby. So we can do that by moving to page 2. Yes, page 2, they want a table, a 4-column table. So instead of having the word about us, we shall delete this and then set table. And set table. Even here, we shall delete about us and then replace it with table. Yes. Then we shall cut everything in here. Such that we can only include or retain what we feel like retaining. So I think we can also delete this. So they want a table. So for a table, we shall move to table and then say insert table. So how many columns? We want 4 columns. 4 columns and then 5 members. So we shall make 6 rows. 6 rows. Then for us, you can see our table has come, but it's not appropriate. You can just try to double click. You can double click for it, and then you can even give, you can fill it with a color if you feel like filling it with a color, or you can even add line color there. I think we can maintain black to be our line color. Then we shall say okay. You see, this is now our table. This is now our table. We can have it here. We can have it there. So this is name, class, responsibility, then hobby. So maybe the first one is Mukisa Eddie. Mukisa Eddie is in Form 2, Senior 2. You can say this person is in Senior 3. Responsibility is the president, club president. I say is the club president. Then hobby, he needs surfing. He enjoys surfing. The net. Surfing the net or internet. Surfing the internet. Then the second person is this is Namukasa Mary. Namukasa Mary is on Senior 2. Responsibility, she's the secretary. She's the secretary, and she likes chess. Then 3 is Waiswa alone. Is the treasurer. Hey, this is a class, sorry. It's also in Senior 3. You can saw Senior 4. It's okay. This is in Senior 4. The treasurer. This one likes volleyball. 4 is 4 is which other name? This is Wako Siliman. Is in Form 3. Form 1. Form 1, this is a member. Oh, publicity. This is the publicity. He likes football. Enjoys playing football. Then lastly, Ndagire Sharon. Senior 2. Marquee Sharon, Senior 2. This one is a member of the club. She likes netball. You see? So our table is also, we are also done with adding a table. And that can be our table. If you feel like adding a color, you can as well add a color in there if you feel like doing that. By just double clicking on the table and then coming here. Fill color. You can fill a color if you feel like adding a color there. You can add a color. You see? But that means that our text is not bright, so you can change the bright of the text in there to white color. I think that is better then. Even here, line color, let line color also be white. line color. Okay, you can maintain that. Then we are done with the table. Then page 3, they want us to design an active form where interested members can fill in. So along the form we should add a text box for the applicant's name and then those other changes. So let us go to page 3. This is page 3. So instead of having contact us, we are going to call this form. Even we shall change this to be form. Then we shall delete everything in here. Shall delete this. Go down. We don't need this. We shall delete everything, just like I told you. You can only maintain what you feel like maintaining. What you don't need, try to delete it. So heading, we don't need this, don't need that. Can just try to just move it to there. Let us also move this line here. Yes. So we are going now to create a form. How do you create a form? We shall move to insert, then move to, first of all, let us draw a text box. Insert your text box in here to be our form. Yes, that is going to be our form. Then we can double click on this form and then give it a color. You can fill a color in here. Can yellow work for us? Anyway, we can let us regulate. Okay. If you need another color, you can choose any other color. Let us use that green. You can choose any color of your choice. Can have that. Then they want us to add what? They want us to add a text box for the applicant's name. Remember, we are dealing with a form, so we shall move to insert, then form control. We shall say text box. Text box. Now we shall, you see, in most cases, once you say insert text box, these options cannot work well. So better if you copy and then obtain a copy out of them. Just like you can see, I've copied and then pasted. So we are going to use this one. The first one we shall cut or delete the first one, such that we maintain the second one. You see, we shall maintain this one here. Shall maintain this. Then we shall go back to insert text box, where we shall say name. You see, then in here we shall say name. We shall say name. We want it in a white color. Yes, name. You can even bold it. Can maintain that name. Then even up here we can say, so we can add an address. Copy and then paste. So in here we are going to add Killer View Computer Club, things of that nature. Can say Killer View Secondary School. Killer View Secondary School Computer Club. Computer Club. Then this is application form. Application form. Can call it an online. Can say online application form. So you are going to use this and roll this to the total. So I'm going to get you this and then paste it here. You see that? Now let it be there. Then which other option is next after name? Then gender, an option box for gender. So we shall copy this, paste. So this is gender. Gender should be either male or female. So we shall copy this again and then paste. So we shall say male, female, male, female. So we shall go to insert, then form control, and then choose these options. So the first option is here. I think this dot here, copy, paste. So we shall work with the second one. We don't need the first one. The first one will not work for us. Then we shall obtain a copy of the second one also. You see there are now two. You can now position them where you want. You see, and then even this one for male, it will be here. Yes. So that is that. Then next to gender is a list box where members can choose year of birth. So we can say copy and then paste, copy and paste. And say date of birth or year of birth. You can say year of birth. So that one is also done. So they want in here for us to choose. Here we must add a text. Yeah, it's called a list box. We should have a list box there. So we shall move to insert, form control. We choose a list box. Okay, let's go back. Insert, form control, list box. Okay, this is the list box we want. So we shall copy this, paste. You normally use the second, the duplicate copy of the first option. So we shall delete the first one and then use the second one, which is this one now. So for this, we shall position it where we want it to be. Then double click. We make sure everything is removed from here. Item 2 remove, item 3 we remove. Then add those years. Add. You can say 2002. Okay, add 2003. Okay, add 2004, Okay, add 2007. Okay, add 2010. 2010. Okay, add 2012. 2012. No, so many. So just do like that. Then we shall say, okay. You see, these are the years. So a learner will be able basically to select his or her year of birth. So we shall copy this again and then paste it. So we shall move it down here. So for this one, after bullet 3, we are moving to bullet 4, where they want us to add a text area where an applicant can at least fill one hobby. So we are going to call this hobby. Hobby. Then we shall move to insert form control, the text area, want a text area. So we shall copy this and then paste. Copy, paste. So we want the second one. And the second one shall delete the first one. You see? So in here you can include your hobby. You can include your hobby in there. So this is a form. So if it is an online form, we can also include the submit button down here. We shall just, of course, go to insert, then form control, add submit, say okay. It is up here. Shall copy it and then paste. You want the second one, you don't want the first one. Again we go form control, submit. This time it's not submit but reset. Okay, so for reset we can, for instance, so you can reset or you can make changes on your form, assuming you've included some information and maybe you feel there is an error somewhere, so you can click on reset. So let us try to run a web page preview to see whether our form is fine, such that we can now continue with what we are supposed to do. So let us run that, you see. So this is our form. No, we made an error, you see. Name, male. Are you both male and female? You see, this cannot accept. It is either male or female. Then date of birth, you can choose, maybe 2012. So you are supposed to remove this, then name here. So let us cut this. Meaning somewhere. So we should add a text box here for name. Name. I'm looking for there was an error message around this part here. We had made a mistake somewhere here. So let us try to run a preview again and see whether it is now fine. There's this part. There's this part here. Oh. There's this part. Let me cut it and verify. It's now fine. So let us just try to resize this. This was here. This is hobby. Then this person will be able to fill in here the hobby. Then here we had year of birth. So shall copy this and then say paste. We bring it here. Year of birth. This was year of birth. Year of birth. Yes. So I think we are now good to go. We are now good to go. Yes. So that is now our form, and I believe we are done with filling in what is needed of us. So if you can check from page 1, that's page 1. This is page 2. That is page 2. This is page 3. That's page 3. Yes. So let us just complete. We are also about to finish. Page 3 is done. We have added a text box for the name, gender, year of birth, and then an area where an applicant can fill in at least one hobby. Then along other instructions, they're telling us to insert active links. Now if you remember, during our designing, when we are just trying to start designing, you saw that these pages were already linked because of those lines that they had, and that's why if you're here, you can move from one page to another. This is a confirmation that already your pages are linked. So that is done. Then using less graphics and then background color, let us try to add in some graphics. For example, on this page form, can we add any graphics here? You can add some graphics. Let us add on page 1 or the home page and then page 2. On page 1, can go to insert picture, then from file, can use this, can use that, then I'll say insert. So I'm going to position my pic down here. Let me just add it there. see, you can add it there. Then can again go back, then picture, from file I can also add this, can also add that, try to resize it. Can put it there. Yeah, I can put my pic there. Then on page 2, not even, I can just move this. Let me remove that. Then on page 2, I can add picture, file manager. Let me add this. Let me add this here. See? Then insert. I'll go to insert, then picture. Then I may also add this one again. Let us put it here. Can put it there. Then I can also add some captions. I can say insert, then text box. You can say learners, students in the computer lab. In an ICT session. Can include the font size of this, maybe to 14. Can even change the font color. Let me choose red because it is a bit bright. Students in the computer lab in an ICT session. Then who is this? This is the head ICT. Head ICT department. So I believe we are also done. We are also done with this. So you can see that. Yes. You can try to format this with some colors. Can give them some colors. Can get some colors in there. So that is page 2. You can also have these colors across all pages, of course. So this is also red. Page 2 table should also be in red. Then page 3, this is red. You see, so we are almost done. We are almost done. So graphics and then background color. For background color, we shall move to format and then background. For background, we shall come down here and then say more backgrounds. We can choose two colors. Let us maintain white and then any other color here. You can choose this color, I believe. Then you can go for, I like this diagonal, I like that. Then I'll say okay. So that means that on page 1 we need it. Page 2 we need the same background color, and even on page 3 it's already there. So that's that. Let us so we are also done with Roman numeral 2. Then Roman numeral 3, it's all about saving your website as Computer Club. Save your website as Computer Club. We shall now move to file, then save as. We want to save it on a desktop. File name is Computer Club. We shall say Computer Club. Computer Club. Now, members, please don't save your work as publisher file. The moment you save as publisher file, of course, this is wrong, I would say. You don't save as publisher file. Instead, save your work as web page filtered. As web page filtered. So click along web page filtered and now say save. You see, it is now publishing HTML files. That means that no one can tell that you did your work in publisher. You see? Hey, so we are done with saving. So even if you close all this work, even if you now save, you close all this work. Do you want to save the changes? Of course, no. May not need to, because I've already saved. So I may say no. Now let us try to look for our work on a desktop. You see, our work is now here. Our website is now here. So that means that if you open this, you see, that's now our website. You can see that's the home page. This is the second page. This is the third page. You see, our work is now looking good. It is looking good indeed. So members, I want to say thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for subscribing, and continue subscribing and sharing. Continue subscribing and sharing this work. Once again, my name is Latif Salim Mwalo. Call me Uncle Tiff on all my social media platforms. See you next time.